Hey guys, welcome back to the Spiritual Safe House. Ooh, sorry there. I'm hoping this is okay today. They're, I don't know, doing something outside of my house and it's very noisy. All right, today we're going to talk about how letting go can lead you to your passion and your purpose. And I was inspired to talk about this today from some song lyrics, and I'm kind of thinking that maybe once a week I'm going to do something like this. You know, kind of go off of some lyrics, because I think music has such can make such a great impact in our lives, and we sometimes don't take the time to actually like listen to the words and to think about what they mean, because these artists that write these songs, you know, they have such special meaning behind them, and I think people can take you know, people take time to, you know, analyze poetry and stories and books and things like that, but we might not take as much time to actually analyze music and think about the lyrics, and you know, what we think the artist was trying to portray in that particular song. So that's kind of where I'm coming from today with this. So if you just give me 1 second, I'm just going to try to share this live stream in another group, so bear with me because it's like the first time that I'm doing this. So okay, I tried to have this set up so it wouldn't be so I wouldn't be taking very long here. But yeah, I think, you know, that was kind of just the inspiration for this video, and I think I'm gonna try to, you know, like I said, weekly, oh, there goes a cardinal, I think I'm gonna try to do weekly the, you know, just something from lyrics, because I really like that idea. And people were also asking me, sorry, this thing is so slow, I'm just trying to share this. People were also asking me if I'm going to do the live angel card readings again, and yes, absolutely, I definitely want to do that again. I'm thinking I'm going to do that every Monday, okay, just so you guys know. Okay, well, let's see if this worked. Okay, whoop, there we go. Okay, sorry guys. All right, thank you. I'm gonna try to do that. All right, so yeah, I think I'm gonna try to do the angel card readings every Monday. So we'll just go live and do that. No really specific, no specific topic for the angel card readings. You know, I feel like an open forum is better. You can just bring whatever questions that you want to the table, and you know, I'll just work with whatever you guys bring me, okay, instead of just saying like, hey, today we're gonna do career, or you know, we're gonna do health, or whatever it may be. So I think that's gonna be Monday. So probably this coming Monday we'll get started doing that again. Hi Tammy, thanks for hopping on. I was just saying that people were asking me about the live angel card readings, and I think I'm gonna stick with those on Monday. And then like today I was just really, I was just feeling very inspired by lyrics, so that's where this live stream is going to be coming from today, just talking about letting go. And I don't know if some of you saw the post that I did a couple hours ago on my page, The Spiritual Safe House, and that's what is going to be, you know, directly talked about today. So the verse that I put up in my group, once again, The Spiritual Safe House, you can check out that page if you want and see the actual post, but the verse that I posted in there was from Linkin Park's new CD, One More Light, and the song is called Heavy. And the verse was, I keep dragging around what's bringing me down. If I just let go, I'd be set free. So I just, you know, listening to that song is just so amazing to me. And like I said, you know, we spend so much time analyzing other things like books and poetry and whatever else, and I don't really think we spend any time like thinking about these lyrics that these artists just pour their hearts out. So I wanted to kind of take that approach. So once again, I keep dragging around what's bringing me down. If I just let go, I'd be set free. And that was from Linkin Park, their new CD, One More Light, and the song is called Heavy. And I'll post the, oh, sorry guys. I will post the link to that song in the comments after we're all done here. But it just really made me think, you know, because I work with people to help them find their passion and their purpose, and to open up their spiritual channels so that they can navigate through their life and find these things in their life, to really be living the true life that you were meant to live. And that's really just what these lyrics reminded me of, right? So how can you let go of certain things in your life to really just be able to fully find your passion and your purpose and live that? And I think, you know, just a couple of things that I feel that hold us back from letting go of things. One of them is holding on to past experiences, right? And we've talked about this before, how, you know, we experience certain things, you know, we'll say we experience certain negative things that really have an emotional impact on us, and we can carry that around with us, right? And sometimes it can be really hard for us to shake those things, and this can go on for years sometimes. And I don't just mean like a year or two, I mean like 20, 30 years, right? We're holding on to all this stuff and holding on to these emotions. And so what happens is our life becomes this, you know, negative self-fulfilling prophecy. So, you know, and what do I mean by that? So we've had these negative emotional experiences, and because they affected us so deeply emotionally, you know, that's the energy that we're putting out, whether it's that we're scared or afraid or nervous, frustrated, whatever it may be. Those are the emotions that we're putting out into the world, and because of that, and because those emotions are so intense, that's what we're getting back from the universe, right? It all goes back to the law of attraction. So, you know, because emotions become things over thoughts becoming things, right? It's really coming from all of our emotions. So if we believe something so deeply, you know, then that's what we're gonna keep happening in our lives, because that's the energy that we're giving out. And it does become this negative self-fulfilling prophecy where you start to say to yourself, well, see, I told you I couldn't do that. See, I told you I wasn't good enough. I told you I wasn't worthy. See, this always happens to me, right? But it always happens to you, and you always feel like that because that's the energy that you're giving out. So the universe is giving you back more circumstances and more situations to confirm your feelings, right? So, you know, we have to be aware of that, okay? Have to be aware of that. And it, you know, it's the same thing. We hold on to these past experiences, we hold on to these negative feelings, and we just keep everything bottled up. And not only are you telling the universe that that's what you want in your life, where, you know, intellectually you don't want that, but because that's the energy that you keep giving out, that's what you're going to keep getting back, right? And you're bottling these emotions up so deeply, and this is what over time causes severe physical impairments in people, okay? Severe physical illness, things like that. You know, I talk about Louise Hay a lot. I just absolutely love her. And, you know, oh, hey Beth. You know, I love Louise Hay, and I've read so much of her stuff, and, you know, it really just does make sense that, like, one thing that I always remembered, you know, her saying is that, you know, bottling up these emotions, and one thing that I think probably, if not everybody, most people can relate to, either, you know, experiencing it themselves or knowing somebody that's experienced this, but is, you know, just having cancer. And she says that keeping negative emotions bottled up and holding on to resentment specifically for an extended period of time can cause your cells to change and to, you know, be manipulated in a way that they're going to manifest something related to cancer. And I just find that so profound, right? Because I know people that have been upset with other people for literally years. And if, you know, they'll say, oh yeah, I don't care, but they do care, and they're holding on to that, and you're literally, you know, those emotions are eating away your physical self. That's what's happening. Okay, that's what's happening. So that's why, like, anytime anything physical is going on with me, I go straight to her book and see what is going on emotionally and how I can analyze my own life to balance something out. Because something, you know, if you're experiencing some type of dis-ease in your body, then something is not balanced. Something is going on. And that's what can happen, you know, by not letting go, right? Not letting go, not, you know, and the piece with the past experiences, it can be so difficult, because I'm not saying that you have to, like, butterfly, that orange butterfly has been around so much, I'm telling you. But I'm not saying that you need to, like, forget what people have done to you, because that's just simply not going to happen. But forgiving people is a huge part of letting go. And by saying that you forgive somebody, you're just saying that you're not allowing their actions to control the way you're living your life right now. Okay? Because once again, I've seen it before, you know, that people, you know, they don't even have a relationship with somebody. Let's say you might not have even spoken to this person in 10 years, but you're still living your life like they were telling you what to do, right? So, you know, just be aware of those things, okay? You don't want to, you know, that whole piece of forgiveness, that's what it means. You're not living your life in a certain way because of something that somebody did to you or said to you years and years ago. Okay, so, you know, holding on to these things, you know, these past experiences and these negative emotions, bottling all of this stuff up, it really will prevent you from finding your passion and purpose. You know, especially if you're one, and I'm sure, you know, most of you on here watching this, you know, that you feel that through some type of spiritual way you can find your passion and your purpose. And by holding on to these things, you're it's like you're squeezing your spiritual channels and you're making them real tight, you know, so nothing can get through. Okay, absolutely nothing can get through, because your channel is just so closed up, right? And it's stuffed with all these negative emotions. Okay, so my job is to help you to release those things, you know, and these are all blocks. These are all blocks. And my job is to help you very specifically identify your blocks, be able to release these things so that you can completely open up your spiritual channels, so that you can let in more of that love and understanding and compassion and find your passion and your purpose and live the true way that you were really meant to live. Okay, so, you know, those are two big things that can really prevent you, you know, if you don't let go, from finding your passion and your purpose. You know, also, we talked about this last week too, repeating your, you know, your negative self-talk. This is such a big one, and I think that this one, you know, this could be possibly the most difficult, because like we said before, you know, whether you like it or not, you're stuck with yourself. Okay, you are stuck with you, and if you don't like the person that you have to hang out with 24 hours a day, that's going to be a problem in your life. Okay, that's going to be a problem in your life, right? So why would you spend all that time, you know, putting this person down that you can't get away from, instead of building them up, right? Instead of finding the positive things about them and not looking at things as weaknesses, but just things that you can learn from. You know, there's so many different ways that you can look at these things. Oh yeah, Bobby says, trying to get past church programming that keeps me from trying tarot for guidance. You know, that's very, very interesting that you say that, because I have a group, it's called Love Yourself, Love Your Life, and all we talk about in that group is scripture and crystals, because those are two things that I use in my group program, in my coaching program. I'm sorry, it's not a group program. In my coaching program, those are the two aspects that I use to help people to find their passion and their purpose, and to understand why it is okay to Yeah, I can I'll put the link in the comments, absolutely. Or you can search for it yourself, whatever is easier for you. It's called Love Yourself, Love Your Life. And those two things are what I use in my coaching to guide people to be able to open their spiritual channels and to know that it is okay to be a Christian and to use these metaphysical woo-woo things, right? And I won't even get into why it's okay right now because we'll be here for 2 hours. I won't even get on my soapbox right now. But, you know, that's all we do. We talk about scripture and we talk about crystals, and you know, that's the approach that I take in my coaching, and I don't know of anybody else that's taking that approach, and I do it because it's worked for me in my life, okay? And I wanted to be able to share that with my clients, because these two things that I've combined into different techniques to be able to actually mesh together, it's so amazing. And, you know, like I said, you know, I'm a Christian energy healer, okay? I do tarot card readings and angel cards, and I love crystals, but I love the Bible too, you know? And it's okay. It's okay to do those things. But like I said, I'll put the link to my group below, and you can message me with any questions or anything you have. Okay, what was I talking about here? So we're letting go and talking about this negative self-talk. Oscar! Sorry, that's my son. Come here, Oscar! Oscar! He sees dogs across the street, I'm sorry. So, you know, if we can't figure out how to release this negative self-talk, you're really not going to be able to move forward spiritually or to find your passion and your purpose to the fullest extent that you really want to, okay? Because, like I said, you're stuck with you, okay? You have to be around you for your entire life. So why would you make your life more difficult and be so mean to that person when you can learn to be your own best friend, and you can learn to love the person that you're with? You know, and that's my job. That's what I will teach you how to do. And Oscar, come here. Come on. Oscar, come on, let's go. He's so noisy. And you know, that's what I want to teach you how to do. So yes, calm down, baby. Calm down. Because it will be, you know, I hate saying things are impossible, but it makes your life so much more difficult if you're mean to you all the time. Okay, it really does. And you know, also this piece of like repeating these same behaviors over and over and over again. You know, if we can't learn to let go of these behaviors that you can clearly say to yourself, this isn't working for me, but I keep doing it, and you don't understand why, there's a rooted reason why you keep doing this. Okay, there's a reason why you keep doing this. You are getting some kind of benefit, even if it is a negative benefit, okay, which I know is like an oxymoron to even say, but you're getting something out of it, okay, or you wouldn't keep doing it. All right, and so once again, that's what I will help you to figure out, why you keep doing these certain things, you know, that aren't getting you anywhere. Okay, what's blocking you from releasing this thing that isn't working, and you know, replacing it with something new. And that is so important to remember, that when you're changing your behavior and you're taking things out that don't serve you anymore, you have to replace them with something else. Okay, you can't just like leave this space open with nothing there. Okay, so you have to replace it with something else. Come on, Oscar, let's go. Come on, hold on 1 second. Come on, Oscar. Come on. I'm sorry. There's a giant dog in my yard, on the other side. Come on, Oscar. Oh my God. Someone's massive dog is, oh, thank you, on the other side of my fence. Oh, sorry. Oh, it's okay. Come here, bro. It's okay. Hold on 1 second, guys. Come on, Oscar. Come here, bro. Yeah. guys. Come on. Okay, go inside. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, he met a friend. He just wants to play. Okay, yeah, so like I was saying, you have to replace these things with something else. You know, you don't just want to start taking things out of your life and then you're like, okay, well now what am I gonna do? You know, normally I would do this at this time, you know, which might not be serving you, but you can't just like sit there and do nothing, right? So you have to replace it with something else. And it's almost like, you know, you're training yourself to do something different, okay? You're training yourself to do something new, and you're getting into a new habit, right? That's what you have to do. You have to put yourself in a new habit, okay? Okay, right. This is a very good example, right? So Bobby says she keeps the negative self-talk, because she thinks she has to punish herself for not being good enough. Okay, replacing negative self-talk with I love myself, I love my life. Every time I catch myself, yeah, absolutely. And do you want to know something? That is so perfect, because the whole process of like letting go or making some type of change, you have to do it purposefully. Okay, so like you said, every time you catch yourself doing that, saying something else, that's a perfect start, because you have to do things on purpose. Now, see, the thing is though, when you say, oh, you know, you hang on to the negative self-talk because you feel like you have to you feel like you have to punish yourself because you're not good enough, but we would go so much deeper into that, because that is just a huge block, okay? That's a bunch of crap, all right? And you need to, we would figure out exactly where that's coming from, because I guarantee you that when I see it all the time, when people say I'm not good enough, you know, all this, but you don't really have any legitimate, tangible examples to give me and to, you know, prove to me that you're not good enough. What makes you not good enough? You have convinced yourself over time that you're not good enough, okay? That's what we do. And you know, the longer we convince ourselves of these things, we actually start to believe that they're true. And like I said, with the self-fulfilling prophecy, it all goes back to that. I'm not good enough, right? So, or I'm not worthy, whatever it may be. And you have convinced yourself of that. You've been telling yourself for that for years. And now you really feel that. Right? It's not that you just think it, you really feel that in, you know, in yourself. You feel that you're not good enough. You feel that you're not worthy. So because you feel that so strongly, that's the energy that you're giving out to the universe. So the universe says, okay, if that's what you want, that's what you're going to get. So you're going to be dealt even more circumstances for you to say, see, I told you I'm not worthy. It's a bunch of crap. You have to learn how to figure out exactly where that's coming from. If you don't figure out the root of where it's coming from, it's going to be, not only is it going to be hard to change, but it's going to be easier for you to go back into that pattern, you know, if you don't keep up with this. You want to figure out exactly where it's coming from and challenge yourself, because I'm telling you, you probably don't have any legitimate reasons to say that, right? Yeah, exactly. You know, and right, and focusing on all of the positive things that you do, absolutely. Dad told me I was never believed it until I got older and decided he was right. Right. Right, and exactly. So you are letting him, what he told you, this crap that he told you when you were little, you are allowing that to run your life right now. Right? You're allowing that to run your life. Okay, but this is something absolutely that's completely changeable, and it is possible for you to believe different things about yourself and to live in a different way. Absolutely. But these are just, they're huge, huge blocks, okay? Yeah, and that is exactly what it is, Melissa. It's rewiring the brain. And, excuse me, this is also, you know, I like to give this example because I think some people, you know, I don't know, I think a lot of people, unfortunately, can relate to this at least a little bit. But when you're feeling depressed, right, when you get into that mode and you are like seriously depressed, not just like, hey, I'm like feeling a little down today. When you're really depressed, your brain is going to automatically go to the negative thought. it's going to be automatic. So when, just like Melissa said, it's rewiring, because you have to do it on purpose. And I am in no way trying to make this sound simplistic or think that it's easy for people to come out of depression, but over time, that's what you need to do. You're rewiring and retraining your brain to think in a different way. So, like you said, saying a positive affirmation every time you catch yourself saying something negative to yourself, okay? That's an amazing thing to do. And I even, I forget which video it was in, but I was suggesting to people, you keep a crystal or something, anything, a crystal, a button, whatever, in your pocket, and every time you touch that crystal or whatever's in your pocket, you specifically tell God something that you're thankful for, okay? Not just saying out loud, hey, I'm, grateful for the sun, whatever. You want to tell people specifically, you want to tell God, specifically what you are grateful for. And that is one thing that will help you to, start opening up those spiritual channels, okay? But it really is, it's retraining your brain to think a different way. It's reconditioning yourself. And sometimes it's going to take a little while. Just think, you've been telling yourself that you're not worthy for, I don't know how old you are. I'm just saying this like, randomly, but some people might have done that for 30 or 40 years, so this isn't something that you're going to change overnight. It's just not going to happen. It's something that you have to work on, and like anything else, it's a process. Life is a process. This journey is a process. Spiritual development is a process. Okay, so keeping that in mind too, to think that hey, I've been doing this for a week and I'm still doing the same thing. Well, it's okay. Ease up on yourself. Okay, ease up on yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself. Think about how long it has taken you to get to this point that you're at right now, for those thoughts to be so ingrained in your mind, right? It's not like somebody tells you one time that you're unworthy, and then for weeks you're like perseverating over it, right? This is something that you actually believe is true, and that makes me so sad. It makes me so sad to think that people actually do believe that this is true, but you are worthy. You're deserving of everything that you want in your life, everything. And by opening your spirituality and trusting your intuition, right? Trusting yourself, trusting that you are being led by signs and, things like that. And by opening your spiritual channels, you will receive more signs from the universe, okay? And trusting those signs, looking into those signs and what they mean, especially like numbers and animals and things like that, looking and researching what those things mean. Like you might not think, like if you see some random animal one day, like that you normally wouldn't see, that animal crossed your path for a reason, okay? And I encourage you to go and look up what those things mean, okay? Because I'm telling you, we're being guided every single day, but we can be so blinded and so constricted that we just can't see, what we're being led to, or why we're being led, or how we're being led, okay? So, this whole idea of, not choosing to change, not choosing to let go, it really puts you in this low vibration, okay? And it's not that you're not going to be able to do it, but you're going to have such a harder time finding your passion and your purpose in this low vibration, because it's going to keep you, confused about life. It's going to keep you confused about what's going on, right? And like I said, you have these blinders on, and it just keeps you completely unable from, making sense of what makes you happy, right? Because if you don't know your passion and your purpose, like you were meant to do something specific on this earth, right? And if you, even despite the fact that, you might have an amazing spouse with a great relationship, you might have raised great kids and they're all doing well, they're upstanding citizens, and you have, fabulous relationships, you have a great job, you have the home that you want. You might have all of these things, but deep down inside, if you still feel like you don't have that like spark of passion in your life, then that's a problem. And despite having all of those material things, it's still okay to feel like, hey, I'm not being fulfilled in my life, right? Because material things aren't everything, right? They're not everything. They might make us happy for a little bit, but you know, it's not our whole lives. It's not our whole lives. So, you know, like I said, you know, talking to God about these things, giving it up to Him will change your life. Absolutely. This is the beginning to start opening up your spiritual channels and allowing trust to come in. I mean, seriously, out of, like, who can actually say you really, oh, that butterfly's back again. Who can really say that you completely trust yourself? You trust yourself in all decisions that you make. You completely trust your intuition. You know, can you say that you honestly 100% trust yourself? And if the answer is no, then, you know, working on these spiritual channels and learning to trust God more and knowing that He is guiding you, having that trust, you know, because I think it can be so easy to be like, oh, I just want one more sign. Come on, please, I just need one more sign that I'm doing the right thing. And you get like 5 signs that day, right? And the next day you're like, yeah, come on, just one more. I just need one more proof, you know? And it's like, come on, come on. You need to trust yourself, okay? Trust yourself that when you get that gut feeling that things are right and things are going good, that it is the right thing, okay? Because if you're constantly chasing these signs, you know, you're pushing that trust away. You're pushing it back. Okay, so, you know, really letting go of all of this fear and this doubt and this anxiety, you know, it will completely take a weight off your back. It will completely take a weight off your shoulders. And you will be able to see your life more clearly. Okay, and you will be able to navigate to find your passion and your purpose. And that is my job, to be able to show you how to navigate these things. Okay, so, you know, it's finding the blocks, finding the root, learning how to release them, knowing to, you know, replace them with something else, okay? Once your spiritual channels are open, what are you going to replace those things with that you already took out, okay? And this will lead you to be able to navigate your way and figure out what your passion and your purpose is in life, despite the fact that you might have all these other fabulous things in life, okay? So I think people sometimes too feel guilty for, you know, having all these great things and still feeling like something else is missing. But it's okay. It's okay. It happens to all of us, okay? It happens to all of us. But my job is to help you uproot these blocks, replace them with some positive things in your life so that you can keep those channels open and, you know, really be able to figure out the life that you're supposed to be living, and so that you can truly feel absolutely fulfilled. Okay, that is what I want for you. I want you to feel fulfilled in your life. I want you to feel passionate. You know, we're not here to, you know, like, we're supposed to be going through struggles because we're supposed to be learning things. But I want you to face obstacles, and instead of viewing them as, oh my God, how am I going to get through this? I'm going to be stuck like this forever. I'm never going to be able to get past this. Instead of viewing it like that and reacting in that way, I want you to be able to look at this obstacle and say, you know what? What can I learn from this? Or how did I attract this situation into my life, and how can I bring more balance into my life? Where do I need more balance into my life? What can I learn from this? Okay, because being able to look at things in that type of way versus the anxious, fearful, you know, negative way will completely transform your life. It will completely transform your life. So, you know, you can free yourself from the chains that you have put on in your life, because that's what they are. All of these blocks and, you know, all of this, I'm not worthy, they're chains on your life, and it's not okay. It's not okay. You deserve more than that, and you can have more than that. Don't limit yourself, okay? Don't limit yourself. Allow yourself to be free. Choose freedom in your life, okay? And I can show you how to be free, okay? I can show you how to live this way, because you absolutely deserve more than that. So what I want you to do is, if any of this sounds like you and you're resonating with any of this, and you know, you feel like maybe you're not even sure if you can fully commit to a change right now, but you're thinking about it, or maybe you're like, yeah, I need to do this, you know, then I want you to click the link in the comments below that I'm going to put when we're all done here. And I want you to book a crystal clear strategy session with me, because that's exactly what we're going to do on this call. We're going to take a look at what's holding you back, okay? And I bet you I will be able to name at least a few of your blocks that are holding you back just on this first call. And we're going to look at those blocks, see what's holding you back, and I will let you know how I can help you to release those blocks and let you completely blossom your spiritual channels so that you absolutely can live a life of unwavering passion and purpose, because that is what you deserve, okay? So I'm going to put the link in the comments below, okay? If you have any questions at all, don't hesitate to PM me. For a couple of the people that were asking, I will put the link to my group also in the comments below. It's called Love Yourself, Love Your Life. And in this group, we talk about scripture and crystals, and how you can use them both together, and you know, why it's okay to use them both together, okay? So I will do that, and then I will also, because this whole conversation of letting go really started from that Linkin Park lyric that I read at the beginning. You know, it's from their new album, One More Light. The song is called Heavy. If I keep dragging around what's bringing me down. If I just let go, I'd be set free. So amazing, right? So I'll put a link to that song below. If you guys haven't heard that song yet, I really suggest just take the 3.5 minutes and watch the video. It's absolutely amazing. Okay, so anybody have any other questions? So there's 3 links I'm going to put in the comments below. I'll put the link to the music video. I will put the link to my Facebook group, Love Yourself, Love Your Life, and then I will also put the link to for you to be able to go to my calendar and book your own crystal clear strategy session with me, so we can take a look at your blocks, see what's holding you back, figure out where you want to go in your life, and I will let you know how I can help you get there. All right? Thanks so much, guys, for participating. I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.